12 years, 144 months, 624 weeks, 4,380 days, 105,120 hours, 6,307,200 minutes, 378,432 seconds. That's how long she had the issue of blood. That's how long she had to walk. And according to Leviticus, she had to always declare herself as unclean. Every time she went from city to city, from place to place by foot, she had to declare herself unclean. And not only did she have to declare herself unclean, but she had to try to spend all of her resources to find out what was wrong. She spent all that she had, doctor after doctor, physician after physician, trying to figure out, why am I bleeding profusely? What is going on with me that I'm hurting and I got this issue and there is nobody that can help me through this issue? I've gone now not 1 year, not 2 years, not 10 years, but now I have gone 12 years with this same issue, and I've gone to person after person after person after person, and even the bed that I sleep on, I cannot just sleep on the bed and get out the bed and make it up, but I have to sleep on the bed, get up, and then even declare the bed unclean. I have to make sure that everybody that touches me, if there was a man that wanted to lay with me, the man could not just lay with me and then go up and go somewhere else. But the man had to actually even now declare himself unclean, and he had to be outside the camp. I got this issue. And everywhere I turn, I think that I'm going to be okay. And I think somebody is just going to take me and they're going to hold me and they're going to hug me and they're going to love on me. But they just keep looking at my issue. They just keep sitting there staring at me like I'm somebody, and I'm still human. I still got feelings. I promise you, if you cut me, I still bleed red. I don't bleed green just because I have this issue. I'm a woman with an issue, but at the same time, I'm a woman with an issue. I'm a woman that just wants to be made whole again. I'm a woman that just wants to be able to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. I'm a woman who just wants somebody to say, you're okay. I'm a woman that just wants to be loved by somebody. I'm a woman with an issue, but can you look past my issue for just a moment? I'm just trying to talk to you because I've walked that walk of having that issue. I've walked that walk to where a lot of people don't even understand my entire testimony. My entire testimony is that my husband didn't just die. My husband died of HIV/AIDS. And I had to walk that because the church is not always accepting of your issue. The church is always not the ones that will embrace you. They're not always the ones that will hug you. They will look at you, because if you say that I have special needs, or if you say that I have been affected by HIV, or if you say that I have some things that are going on with me, then they look at you and want you to declare yourself unclean. How many of you are just tired of having to walk around with that sign that says, I'm unclean, and you just want to put on there, I just want to be loved? I just want somebody to understand that I need a safe place as a parent of a Down syndrome child. I just want to have that safe place where I can go and say, can I just be me? Here's my child is autistic, but can I just be me? Can I let you know without you prejudging me or without you judging me at all that there are times when I just am tired? Can I not spin around the church 3 times, slap my neighbor twice, run around the church 5 times? Can I just stand there and cry? And you just let me without judging me? Can I go to a place where you just allow me my moment? Just let me have a moment as a dad of a special needs child. Just let me have my moment. It's not the moment that I'm just giving up. It's just the moment that I just need to say, I just need to step back for a moment and breathe. And just like with the woman with the issue of blood, Gloria, I believe that she was breathing once she heard about Jesus. It is when she got a whiff that Jesus was coming into town. She said, I don't care what everybody else's issue is. I'm just tired of having to tell everybody that I'm unclean. So since I heard about this person that can make me clean, how about this? I will just crawl. Because sometimes you're so tired, you can't even stand. There are some times where you're so weak, you're just asking somebody, can you please just help me hold my arms up? Can you please, I can't even push the wheelchair. Can you please just push the wheelchair for me? But I believe that as she got down on her knees and she began to crawl her way, she said, I don't care whatever else they have to do. I don't care. I understand that Jairus' daughter is sick, and I understand that Jesus is on his way to Jairus. And, matter of fact, I'm not even trying to stop him from doing what he's doing. I'm going to have him to keep moving. But while he's still moving, if I could just sneak in the crevice of where the hem of his garment is, if I can just get down there and touch him. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, I believe that I'll be made whole. And so I say to every parent and every caregiver that as you are going through and you are walking through this season of your life, that there are some times when life is going to pull and drain everything possible out of you. That your situation, and you're going to wonder, are you there, God? But he'll send someone to say, Jesus is coming. He'll send a word that you will be able to hear that says Jesus is right here. And when you hear that word, I simply encourage you to get down and say, Jesus, can I just touch you? Can I just touch you just a little bit? I don't need all of your clothes, Jesus. I don't need to touch every part of you. But if I can just get just a little bit of Jesus. If I could just get a little bit of encouragement. If I could just get a little bit of somebody telling me that it's going to be okay. Then I know that I'll be made whole again. That's what he wanted me to tell you. That he is here waiting just for you to touch him. He's waiting on you just for you to say, Daddy, I heard that you were coming down my street. I heard that you were coming to the hospital where I'm taking my son or my daughter. I heard that you were here at this church. I heard that you were even driving in my car. So can I please just touch you? Can I please just hear your voice? Can I please just know that you are there? Because that's all I need. I just need to know that my issue is not so great that since everybody else turned their back on me, I just need to know that my issue is not so great to where, God, you have turned your back on me. And I think that if I know that, if I know that my issue is not too great for God, if I know that my issue is still on his radar and that he is willing and ready to take me and make me whole again, then I'll be okay. Because he's waiting. He's waiting. He's got your back. He didn't stop listening. He didn't give up. He did not change his mind about what he said about you. And he didn't change his mind to who he called you to be. He did not. He said that I'm here, and all I want to do is love on you. All I need you to do is trust me, even when you can't trace me. I just need you to trust me when you cannot see the path that I'm taking you down, when you can't understand the journey that you're on, when you cannot understand why things are happening back to back to back to back to back. He said, can you trust me when you cannot trace me? Will you do that? Because your issue is not too great for me. Your issue is not too big for me. And don't even worry. Because sometimes you get to the point and you think, God, this is God talking. He said, you get to the point and sometimes you think that I am angry with you, but I am not angry with you because I said in Isaiah that I would never be angry with you again. He said, I won't even get to that point where I'm angry with you again. So none of your decisions, none of the things that have happened to you in your past, none of the things that will transpire in your life, God is not angry, but he is ready to extend everything that he has. This conference is Dare to Live. And when I looked up the word dare in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says that you have enough confidence to do something. You have enough courage to do something. So I dare you, I urge you, I beseech you that you have enough deep down in you to live again. That I didn't understand, Glory. I really did not get it when my husband passed away. We had only been married for 6 years, 11 months, 23 hours, and 45 minutes. And I didn't understand why he had to transition, and I was left with a 3 and a 1-year-old. I didn't even understand, Tyrone, why I was the one that was going to have to go to the doctor for at least the next 10 years and get tested. I didn't get that. I didn't understand why I was the one that had to be nervous for the next 2 weeks to see whether or not my test results were going to come back negative or positive. And then I didn't even understand why it was that I would have to walk through that. And then if they did come back with a positive, then I would have to subject my children to go through that as well. That was my issue. But when I got to my lowest, when I got down to that place where I couldn't breathe, when I got down to that place where I can only say, Lord, help me. And then sometimes it wasn't just be, Lord, help me. It would be, Lord, help my unbelief. Because God, my faith is shaking, my faith is wavering, and I don't know how I'm supposed to keep going through this. I don't know how to take care of these children by myself. I don't even know how I'm going to sit in this doctor's office and put my arm up and let them get all of my blood out just so they can test it. So they can come back and tell me positive or negative. I didn't get it. I did not understand how I was supposed to make it through that. There are two words that I always depend on, though. And those two words are simply, but God. If I can get those two words out, I'm okay. Because but is that coordinated conjunction that cancels out everything that I just said previously. And God is the ultimate source that I need, and He's the strength of my life. So whatever comes after God, it's already taken care of. So I don't have to worry about whether you look at me and whether you don't like me because of my issue. It may be 12 years. It may be 144 months. It may be 624 weeks. It may be over 300 million. It may be over 300 million seconds. But God. But God. Doesn't matter how long your issue is. Doesn't matter how long you've had to cry the tears at night. It doesn't matter how long people have talked about you and called you unclean and said that you would never be nothing. But God. It doesn't matter how long it takes because you cannot pay your bills and maybe every other month your lights are off, your gas is off, or your car is breaking down. It doesn't matter because all you can say is, but God. And when you put but God in, but cancels everything that you said out, and God makes everything else true. So you hold on to your but God. And no matter how long or how big your issue is, just know that God is right there. And as the kids say, if you have to get low, get low, get low, get low. Until you can touch the hem of His garment. Yes. Then that's all you have to do. So I encourage my parents and caregivers, dare to live. Dare to breathe again. Dare to see that you still have a plan and a purpose for your life. Dare to believe again. Dare to know, dare to write again. Okay, it's kicking in. Dare to write again. Dare to say what's in your heart again. Dare to tell your story again. Because you think they're not listening, and it looks like they're not listening, but I promise you they're listening. He said, dare to do it again. Dare to do it again. Dare to do it again. Because this time is not going to be like the last time. Dare to do it again. And if I just came with this one word for that one person, for that two people, whoever it is, I just need you to dare to do what God has called you to do. Dare to step out. Dare to hold on when you don't feel like holding on. Dare to take care of your son or your daughter. Dare to do it. Because in you doing that, trust and believe me, Jesus would then turn around and say, "Thy faith have made you whole."